In this video, I'll explain about one experiment from the biological science. Experiment is about the root pressure experiment. Okay. Root pressure experiment. Root pressure experiment. Experiment in plants. So in this experimental based question always should be written in 4 or 5 stages: aim, requirement, procedure, observation, result. In this 5 topic we can complete. Okay, we can complete a whole answer. Clear? So the first one, what you'll write here? The first one, aim. Aim, in aim same question you have to write here. Okay, to demonstrate root pressure in plants. Clear? And then second one, requirements. Here in workbook and like that material they are given apparatus. So instead of that you write requirements, the best word. Requirement. Apparatus is test tube, delivery tube, flask, this all thing. But you can't write plant, water. They'll not come under apparatus. So instead of apparatus you can write requirements. Is the good word. So requirements. What are the requirements we need? The first one, potted plant with stem cut. Second, rubber tube you have to take here. Rubber tube. Then glass tube. These are the requirements. Okay, glass tube. Then clamps. Clamps are the supportive one. Okay, it gives support. Okay, they are the clamps. Then the next one is procedure. Third one is procedure. After taking this all requirements, what you are doing, how you are arranging the apparatus, then what is going to write, what is going to happen along with this apparatus here, that is your procedure. Clear? Procedure is the main answer. Clear? In this experimental based question, they'll ask write the procedure, observation, or they can give the question like what are the requirements for this experiment, what are the observation for this experiment, what are the result for this experiment, or they can give the question like explain briefly about root pressure or demonstrate the root pressure. Like this also they can give the question. Clear? Anyhow, procedure. In the procedure, what you write? The first point in procedure. Arrange the apparatus as shown in the figure. This line you have to write it in all the experimental based questions. Arrange the apparatus. Here you can write the apparatus. Arrange the apparatus as shown in the figure. As shown in the figure. Bigger figure you have to draw. Okay, diagram is must. Okay, diagram also carries 1.5 marks, 2 marks. Clear? So you have to draw the figure. So this line is very important. Arrange the apparatus as shown in the figure. Now the second point. Okay. Take a regularly watered plant and cut the stem portion 1 centimeter. Okay, 1 centimeter above the ground level. Clear? The third point. And then connect a glass tube by means of a strong, by means of a strong rubber tubing. Rubber tubing. Rubber tube. Rubber tube. Okay, cycle tube will be then exactly like that. A small rubber tubing will be provided for this experiment. Clear? Strong rubber tubing. Okay, as shown in the figure. As shown in the figure. Clear? Next, fourth point. The size. This is a very important point here. The size of the glass tube. The size of the glass tube should be equal to the size of the stem. Clear? The size of the glass tube should be equal to the size of the stem or the plant we're taking. The stem size as well as the glass tube size should be same, exactly same stem. Then fifth point, take care while joining tube and stem, being bond. Okay, bond tightly, B-O-U-N-D, bound tightly so that water cannot escape from the tube. Sixth one, tube and everything should be joined perfectly, okay, so that the water should not be leak. Then now pour some water in the glass tube, until water level can be seen above the rubber tube. Clear? Then seventh point, mark the level of water and keep the that mark level as M1. Clear? Mark the level of water M1 on the tube. Clear? Then next one, keep your arrangement aside for 2 to 3 hours. For how many hours you have to keep? 2 to 3 hours. This is the duration, 2 to 3 hours. Clear? The ninth one. Then observe and mark the water level and here you have to write M2 water level M2 on the tube. Then last and final, the difference between M2 and M1, M2 and M1, M2 and M1 on the M1 indicates the level of water, raised. Now we can write the fourth important topic here, observation. What is observation here now? There is increase in the level of water, raised in the stem. Then finally result you have to write. Fifth is a result. After the result, the raised water. Okay, the raise in the water. Is due to root pressure. Root pressure created in the plant. Is the answer. Clear? Check this one. Okay. This apparatus. Okay. To demonstrate the root pressure. These are the requirements. These are all the requirements. Clamps. These are called clamps. This is the glass tube. Okay. This is the glass tube, and inside here this is the water level. Okay. And this red one is the tubing, water tubing. Glass tube and the stem size should be equal. Okay, in diagram they have shown different, but the stem size and your glass tube size should be equal. Both should be same size. Both should be like the same size. Then these two should be perfectly tied and bound with the tube. This is the tube. Imagine this is the tube. So both are tightly bonded tightly here. Okay, and see that water should not be leak. Clear? Anyway, potted plant. This is the potted plant here. Okay, stem cut 1 centimeter above the ground. We have cut the stem here now, and that stem have joined with the tube, glass tube. Clear? And both will be very tightly bonded here because of the rubber tubing. This is a rubber tube. Clear? And this is a well watered plant. Okay, potted plant, well watered plant here. Clear? So this is the soil here. Cut stem portion, strong rubber tubing. This is explained. And what we told you now. Okay, then connect the glass tube with means of a strong rubber tubing as shown in the figure. Right? You have to draw the figure this one, so you will get the perfect marks here. Clear? Then fill the water. After completing tying this one and everything, then pour the water inside it. Okay, how much water you have to pour here now, so that we can see the water above the rubber tubing here. When you see that water here now, you mark it level as M1. Then leave this apparatus for some time, 3 to 4 hours. Within 3 to 4 hours of duration, the water level will be raised due to the root pressure. Root absorb the water and the water level slowly raised. Then the raised water level here you have to keep M2. So the difference is there now. M2 and M1 differences are there here. So this two difference between this M2 and M1 indicate the level of water raised. The water which is raised here, it shows the difference. Clear? And this raising of this water only because of the root pressure. Clear? Hope understood. When you write this answer, you have to draw the diagram. Okay, diagram carries the marks. Clear?